Sad backstories.
Stories are sad. But they're also cool. A sad backstory could turn a pretty boring character into a beloved
really
character within seconds. The empathy we feel for the character connects us to them. They don't necessarily have to be just like us or go through the same things we did. Like, I know I didn't come from space, and my clan definitely didn't get massacred.
I never sold my left nut for some fucking bread, you know, to pay off the fucking Yakuza, you know what I mean? The mafia, pretty much, so I can't relate. Even though I'm Denji, like, me and Denji are one and the same, but, you know what I mean? I just never had to, you know, I never went through this nigga Denji struggle, but, like, you know, I'm Denji for real, so, yeah.
But I'm still both of these people, and these people,
Facts.
and
Is
these
it
people.
Generosity? He sounds... Oh, it's not. Why he sounds so... Maybe I'm tweaking, but he sounds just like the Generosity.
Didn't come from space, and my clan definitely didn't get massacred.
No, he
but
doesn't.
I'm still
I'm
both of
tweaking.
these people, and these people, and these people.
He sounds like
Today,
him a
ladies and
little
gentlemen,
bit.
I'll be going over some of the saddest backstories in history. Backstories so sad, they'll give you clinical depression. Like, take for instance... Now, if you know Naruto, you know it has some sad backstories. Every
Gaara
single
had
one of
it
these dudes
so
went through something
sick.
traumatic in their childhood.
Facts.
And that's no exaggeration. Naruto had a demon locked in him. Sasuke lost his whole clan. Choji was fat. Everybody went through it. All these dudes...
No, Gaara, bro. Gaara is my favorite character for all of Naruto. Dead ass, bro. I loved Gaara's character. He was like... He was just so deep. Like, Naruto was deep as fuck, too, but they didn't really highlight Naruto like that. They just showed that nobody fucked with him because he had a demon inside him. Gaara showed everything. Gaara showed the fact that everybody hated him, the fact that his family tried to murder him, like, assassinate him multiple times, showed that the one person he thought loved him, like, you know, ended up truly fucking despising him for killing his sister. Like Naruto and Gaara... Their, like, stories are very similar, but it's just the way Gaara's was handled compared to Naruto. Like, Naruto was just sewn on the swing, and people like, oh, it's that kid, it's the demon, don't talk to him, you know what I mean? Like the little snicker shit, you know what I mean? Gaara's was real life, they were trying to kill this little ass kid. It was so sad. Like, Gaara was such a good character.
Dude got Marvin's Room and 17 on repeat. But amongst all these super sad Naruto backstories, the saddest one has to go to my boy Itachi. Now, Kakashi's is pretty sad too. I can't lie.
Can't
But
wash
I
off the
think
blood,
Itachi's is
that
a
was
little
tough.
sadder. Itachi was born in the middle of the Third Great Ninja War, which is like being born in World War II. He was a very gifted child. They say he had the reasoning of Hokage at the age of 7. And have y'all seen my boy Kakage?
Yeah, he
While
goes
one might see
stupid
these
with
sadness
it.
as a blessing, they were also a curse. Because they eventually led to him joining a group called the Anbu at the very young age of 11.
Damn, hold up. My
Were
fault.
also a curse, because they eventually led to him joining a group called the Anbu at
I didn't realize Anbu shorties had it like that. Her titties are titillating. Oh my days. My bad.
the very young age of 11. And if y'all ain't know, the people in the Anbu are no bueno. They pretty much did all the dirty and evil work for the Leaf Village. They're kind of like some organizations in real life. So being in a group like that at the age of 11 is insane. When I was 11, GTA 5 had just come out, and I was still too scared
How
to go to the
old
big
was
heel
I?
place on the map by myself.
Nah, nigga, yo, bro. I feel like, I mean, I've been to the strip club probably like 3 times in GTA, but like, yo, the first time I went, nigga, my heart was beating so bad. I was playing this shit like it was Siege, bro. I was checking sound cues every 3 seconds, bro. I was turning to see that if the door is gonna open at any point, nigga. Bro. Terrified.
There's no way I would have been able to hang. Imagine being in the freaking ninja CIA. And not only that, but bro became the captain of them at the age of 13. So you know he had to handle some way darker and way more messed up missions. And that leads us to the saddest part of Itachi's backstory, the massacre of his entire clan. And the worst part is it was all done by him. Well, some was done by Obito, but it was mainly him.
No, that Obito edit's
And the
so
worst
hard.
part is it was all done
Obito
by him.
edit's so
Well, some
hard.
was done by Obito, but it was mainly him. And while this might look terrible on paper, because, you know, you can't exactly make a YouTube apology video for Murphy
I messed up.
clan. Itachi practically had no choice. He was 13 at the time, and he hated war.
Dude,
So
the fact, bro, can I just say something? Because do you know all the characters in Naruto are like the OG Naruto? Like Sasuke, Naruto, Sakura, like all them kids. They were, I think, either 12 or 13. This nigga Itachi at 13 was like 5'9". This nigga had these deep ass bags under his eyes, these fucking crazy ass like stress lines on his face. This nigga was like actually smoking cigs. Like Itachi was the biggest fucking 12-year-old in Naruto. Everybody in the OG Naruto was so short at that age. They were all short as fuck. And then you have this nigga Itachi at the same age looking like that, bro. crazy.
Plan. Itachi practically had no choice. He was 13 at the time, and he hated war. So when this ugly, crusty, old piece of Danzo gave Itachi an ultimatum, his hands were pretty much tied.
What they did to Shishui had me so fucked. Shishui's my favorite Uchiha, hands down. He like Shishui's my favorite Uchiha. He was so goated.
He could either murk his entire clan.
Don't care. He had the potential to be stronger than Obito. Don't care.
And save his brother while also preventing a war, or they'll do it themselves. And obviously, we know what he chose. And that's what makes this the saddest one in Naruto. He couldn't do nothing about it. He killed his mom, his dad, his girl.
His girl is so tough. His girl is so tough. Like the mom, dad, and the girl, bro. Everybody else who really gives a fuck, they were dickheads anyways. You know what I mean? But the mom, his own parents. I couldn't even imagine doing that, bro. If I had to kill my mother, I think I'd kill myself. I think I'd just kill myself, nigga. Fuck all that. And then killing his girl, nigga, like, yo, bro. Well, he didn't kill his girl, but he let his girl die pretty much. Obito finished that shit. So tragic.
Bro, his girl. And it's not like anybody knows how noble he is. At the end of the show, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of the cast, except maybe Neji, because, you know, thinks Itachi is a horrible person. And they're not completely wrong. He did torture Sasuke and murk innocent children. But it was to protect y'all sorry butts and y'all sorry ass future.
Yeah, like nobody besides Naruto, Sasuke, and like,
but this sad stuff is a common occurrence in anime. Like, take the GOAT of sad backstories, for example, Demon Slayer. This show is so good at giving people
Stop. I don't care, bro. Demon Slayer isn't even like a bad show, but it's like Demon Slayer is not a bad show by any means. It's just like so, it's like good. It's good, but it's not like good. It's not great. It's just like a 7. It's like a 6.8 out of 10. I want to say a 7. It's a calm 7 out of 10. Like it hits when it needs to hit, but like it's not like deep. Like I'm not crying over this shit, nigga. You know what I mean? The only good characters in my opinion, Sanemi, Kokoshibo, Akaza, and Zenitsu. That's it. But like
tragic backstories, it makes you feel bad for objectively bad people. People who have killed hundreds, if not thousands of innocents. You start shedding a tear for them. Now imagine we replace one of these demons with a bad person from our world, like Bill Cosby. Y'all see what I'm saying? That junk would not fly in the real world. Not a single tear will be shed. The show Little Bill could have been a 4-season explanation of how much Bill Cosby's life sucked. And still, I'm not crying. Only way I even consider even feeling a little bad for him is if he has a backstory like my boy.
I never
now
seen
this old man not
but
only
I heard this nigga gets deep.
I shed a tear for him, but he could commit almost any crime, and I'm forgiving him. He could be stealing candy from a baby. Leak GTA 6. He could rob me. I'm forgiving him. His backstory is just as sad. I am 1000% sure when the producers of this movie finished those first 12 minutes, they were like, yep, they're gonna need antidepressants after this. We open with this little kid in the theater. That's our boy Carl. And since he's still a kid, he still has all that passion, that dream big mentality we all had as kids. Now I'm just trying to make it through the day. And while some kids want to be astronauts, ninjas, y'all know, all that cool stuff, Carl, he wants to be an adventurer, a pilot. And one day while walking, he hears a voice coming from this abandoned house. And when he gets in there, he meets his girl.
Is that not his house?
Pilot. And one day while walking, he hears a voice coming from this abandoned house. And when he gets in there, he meets this girl named Ellie, who is probably the most passionate and energetic little girl in existence. Like she's actually
looks like a crackhead. I had 2 really big types as a kid. Type number 1, the goth girls, obviously. Raven, the girl from Danny Phantom, the black hair girl, I forgot her name. The other girl from Danny Phantom with the blue hair, I think her name's Ember. Shigo, you know, you get the point. The other half though was the crazy bitches like Izzy, nigga. Izzy from Total Drama Island had my heart, nigga. Not had my heart, that's so deep. But you know, I fucked with her so heavy. So heavy.
Ellie, who is probably the most passionate and energetic little girl in existence. Like, she's actually a little crackhead. But she loves adventuring, and that was enough for my boy Carl to fall in love. Carl eventually makes a promise to Ellie to travel to Paradise Falls with her, and this little promise was the start of their relationship. They get married, they buy a house, they fix the house, they go on picnic dates, they work with parrots. Parrots, ladies and gentlemen, parrots. Everything was going splendid. Eventually, they want to have a baby, or 9 babies. that's cool too. But sadly, they end up losing the baby, or all 9 of them. I don't know. This scene is actually so sad. But Carl, being the W husband that he is,
bro, he fixed her up, nigga. He got her literally out the hood. This nigga got her out the gutters, bro.
Delia by reminding her of Paradise Falls and that promise they made as kids. And that one little reminder changed everything. They start grinding, stacking up that paper. Oh snap, a tire blew up. No biggie, we'll just get back on track.
That's so
I mean,
fucked.
it's good. We just gotta adjust. We gotta.
I mean, that's like the damn.
With
Why?
all these setbacks, they eventually forget about Paradise Falls and become 2 adorable old people. But one day, Carl is reminded of Paradise Falls again, and it makes him feel sad that he was never able to fulfill his promise to his wife. And that's when he gets an amazing idea. My boy gets them 2 tickets to Paradise Falls, their dream so close to being fulfilled. But as Ellie is coming up the hill to get her gift, she collapses. And then we see her and Carl in the hospital. And then...
So, what, she just died of old age? Nah, that's really shit. I ain't gonna lie, that's really tough. That would hurt. That would hurt. That would hit right there. That would, you know what I'm saying? Right there. Right there, that would hit.
Do him like that,
but
man.
Like,
she didn't even get to go to Paradise Falls. Now my boy Carl is lonely.
At least she died of like old age. Like they're 80 or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like whatever. Y'all had a life together. Y'all had a really long life together. Y'all knew each other for a minute. Cancer? It definitely hits the soul, but it, like, you know, with the whole Paradise Island and everything, it definitely would hit the soul, but, like, it's sad, but, it, like, at least he got to know her, you know what I mean? At least they grew old together.
This movie makes me look at bitter old people in a different light. So next time you're out shopping, you see an old white lady just mean you or saying mean things or
Bro, I hate fucking, yo, bro, there's so many, like, bro, like, white old ladies always just be staring. Like, I can enter any building, any place at any time, and they'll just stare at me, like, they'll just be like, as I just walk through the, like, what, like, bro, it's to the point where it's annoying. Like, what are you looking at, bro? Like, why do people just fucking stare? Like, get up, like, bro, go somewhere,
you through the
bro.
aisles. Don't assume the worst. Be considerate, guys. She's probably just racist or lost her husband. I don't know.
I would too, but after they wanted it.
Some of y'all might.
I wish I had y'all mentality. Y'all fucking deranged ass lunatics, bro. I wish I thought like y'all, bro. Life would be.
Husband, I don't know.
Out of line, out of line.
Some of y'all might recognize this image. And if you do, I feel you. And those who don't, it's from the short 3-minute video that was posted 10 years ago. Damn! And while it may not have as many views as the movie Up, it's debatably sadder. Kind of like Up, we follow this boy and girl who meet after the boy protects the girl from a bunch of bullies. He still gets beat up, but it's sweet. Then on the boy's birthday, after no one shows up, the girl does. With a birthday card, and the boy is so happy, and it's the sweetest thing ever. I mean, look at it. After that, we watch them grow up together. From kids to teens to adults. And as you can see, they're dating. These two are in love, ladies and gentlemen. He even gets her a dog. Things are going so perfect, you kind of forget the title of this video is Life Isn't Perfect. And we learned that very soon. Anyways, they eventually get married.
W's in the sh.
W's in the
If you pause it right here, you can see she's pregnant.
W's in the sh.
Aw, come
Oh,
on.
baby died? Ooh.
Just like in Up, these two sadly lost their baby. But in this case, they decided to adopt. And I'm not gonna lie, call me Ed, but for some reason, first time I watched this, I thought the dog was gonna eat the kid. I don't know. And again, everything is going good with the family. Things are beautiful. Things are magnificent. Maybe life really is perfect. Oh, come on. They killed the dog, man. The dog. What the dog do? This is normally the point where I would start crying, but it gets worse.
Damn, dead ass.
A few years go by and the dad gets a call that his wife has the Walter White disease.
Oh,
and
that's
to make
tough. That's tough.
things even worse than worse, they don't have enough money to pay for the treatment because, you know, dad gets an opportunity to make a lot of money. The only catch is it's the military. So he says bye to his kid and his wife, and he's shipped off into the battlefield. And y'all know how war goes. His friend is shot first, and when things are looking extremely grim, he sits down and pulls out his pocket the birthday card his wife gave him when they were kids. And then he just dies. He dies. And it ends with his kid as an adult and his family at the cemetery where we see his wife died too.
Ooh,
this is easily one of the saddest videos on the internet. And it's crazy because it's so sad, but it's still not sadder than the last person I have on this list.
Okay.
It all began on the day of my actual...
Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Have you ever seen or played the game Limbo? Limbo and this game Rex as a kid were fucking depression. I don't even know if Limbo was like that, but like I just remember playing Limbo. Yeah, this shit. I don't know why, bro. This game as a kid made me sad. It just made me sad. I don't think anything was really depressing about it, but it just made me sad playing it. That and then this game called Rex. Where? I don't know. I want to say Flash game. Was it Rex? I gotta call my brother. I don't remember, bro. I don't remember what it was called. I thought it was called Rex. But I don't see it. Pretty much is about a dog and like his like this kid or whatever, and like the dog dies. Like the dog died. Like it's a bunch of shit, but it's just impressive.
When it comes to sad backstories, nobody has anything on this man. Not Itachi, not Carl, not Guts. This man
Shut the fuck up. I mean, like, stop, bro. Don't ever bring Guts to any sort of thing with suffering. Listen. Guts has been through so much just crazy shit, nigga. I don't know why he hasn't killed himself, truthfully. Because if any of us were in his situation, bro, like, come on now. I'm not thugging that shit out. Like, I don't care. Like, there's a whole lot of, like, niggas, we thug out a lot of shit every day, bro. I'm not thugging out Guts' life. Simply put, I'm not thugging out anything that nigga has been through. Simply put.
Nobody has anything on this man. Not Itachi,
Guts
not
had it
Carl,
light compared to
Guts.
Doc?
This
Who
man
the
has truly gone through it all.
What?
Doof was born in the very brown
What?
country of Druselstein, where both his parents failed to show up to his birth.
How?
I don't know.
How? How's that even possible?
Doofus didn't have the best childhood. On top of being constantly bullied, Doof was a very lonely kid. He had no one to look to. Only things he really looked forward to were his garlic ice cream and his giant pet cockroach. Even on his birthday, the day you're supposed to feel like the most special person in the world, he would have to throw himself a surprise birthday party. What's the surprise? That no one showed up again? And one might wonder, well, where are his parents? They surely should be around. Doof's parents freaking suck. They're actually terrible. Top 3 worst in cartoon history. And they take up 2 slots. But this isolation experience could have played a big part on why Doof was so smart. This kid was a genius, a Druselstein Einstein.
But
So when it was
to
finally
impress
time
them
to
or
display that
something?
intelligence at the Druselstein Science Fair, there was no way he could lose. I mean, look at his innators. Like, who is he gonna lose to?
Look at his innator.
But losing the science fair was only a small L. Not only because he lost again next year with his bigger innator, but because what happened at the Gimbelstumpf community pool was much worse. You see, jumping from the high dive in Gimbelstumpf was an extremely big deal for some reason. It was separated you from being a man and a schnitzel. So when Doof's dad told him it was his turn to do it, Doof was too scared. He couldn't jump. All those people looking at him, which really wasn't a lot of people, it was like 3. It terrified him, made him nervous. And from that point on, he was deemed a schnitzel. His parents were so embarrassed, they wore bags over their heads anytime they were seen in public with him. And he wasn't even allowed to walk too close to them. This created an even bigger gap between Doof and his already negligent, dumb, stupid, retarded parents. So it was no surprise. When his dad got an award-winning dog, he named it Only Son. Around this time,
y'all remember Super Dog, like the Superman dog, bro? That was the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
When Doof started doing gnome work for his family, he would stand out there for hours on end. In the cold, in the snow, in the heat, not allowed to move, not allowed to eat. They had my mans out here like one of those dudes in Times Square. This was also around the time when his little brother was born. And while having siblings should be a ray of hope when you're an only child, especially in Doof's case because he was really lonely, it kind of made Doof's life worse. And not like how having a sibling normally does. I mean, like his parents borderline hated him after Roger was born. They would send him to school in dresses because they were expecting a girl. They didn't help that Roger was pretty much naturally good at the only thing his mom loved, kickball. At some point, they literally disowned Doof, and he had to live with ocelots. The cat.
God damn, what
this
the
is really
fuck?
messed up stuff. The only highlight
that
of
is
Doof's life
fucked
at
up.
this point was Balloon, who was a balloon that Doof got at the carnival, and he painted a face on it. That
That's
sounds
mad
so sad.
fucking
And while
weird.
Balloon may have had no arms, no legs, the inability to speak, no personality, Doof loved him. That was his best friend. They were locked in. But alas, just like everything else in Doof's life, his happiness didn't last very long. On one fateful night, when he was doing his typical gnome duty, by the way, his family took him back in at this point, so no confusion, Balloony started getting blown away by the wind, and Doof couldn't move. He was on gnome duty, and just like getting blown away by the wind, and Doof couldn't move. He was on gnome duty, and just like that, Balloony was gone, never to be seen again.
Oh yeah, fact. Nothing sadder than Clannad. I don't care. I don't care. Clannad's saddest anime in the world, bro. Shout out my girl Fuko or Fu, whatever her name was. Oh my god, that broke me. That ended me. That actually, as a kid, that literally sent my ass into a depression, nigga. Yo, dog. That, and then After Story, oh my fucking god, After Story killed a nigga. After Story killed a nigga, bro. Stop.
Sorry. It's just so sad.
And that was only his childhood. In his teenage years, Doof still got bullied, went through breakups, had braces. Braces suck. I had them. And probably the worst of all in his teenage years, while he was doing the shadow puppetry show, which he was actually really good at, by the way. So good that he would get attention from girls in the crowd. He got his girl taken away by Huge Hands Hans, a guy with bigger fingers than him.
Huge Hand Hans.
Do y'all see what they're implying? Yeah. Doof's life is just L after L after L. Kind of like my goat. I mean, even in adulthood.
Bro. We could watch Clannad. Actually, that's an old anime I'd be so down to rewatch. But the thing is, it's so mid at first. It's so mid. And we can't lie. It is. It is. Like, I don't think I would even want to rewatch Clannad. You know what I mean? Just because of the beginning. But oh my god, that shit. I know, when it gets good, bro, holy shit, JB. You know. JB, you saw it, right? You saw it all, right?
He was dating this girl at some point that left him for a whale. A whale. This man would have every right in the world to hate society. Or at the very least, his parents. They suck. But he doesn't. I mean, he is evil, but his evil isn't really that big of a deal. He usually does something stupid or unserious, like the Breadinator or something. Like, who cares? Doof doesn't let what his parents or society did to him impact how he treats the people he loves. That's why he's such a great dad to Vanessa. He knows what it means to not celebrate your birthday. He knows what it means to struggle. He knows what it means to get out the mud. He might be from the Bronx. A lot of people like to use that as a crutch. Oh, I was mistreated, so now I gotta mistreat you. Nah, we're fully functional humans. We're not input-output machines. We gotta break the cycles. Everyone should try to be more like Doof. He's not out here being negligent. He's not out here bullying people. I would say he doesn't seek revenge, but sometimes he does, I'll be honest. But overall, he's a stand-up guy.
And his daughter's fucking bad as shit.
Now, other Dimension Doof, his backstory, I understand why he's so evil. He has every right to hate the world. Burn it all down. Comment down below which backstory you thought was the saddest, or if I missed any other sad backstories.
Oh, yo, I remember that little nigga, bro.
I ain't reading all that. And moral of the story, that's just a theory.
A game theory.
R.I.P. Matt Pat. Alright.